Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We are officially live on both YouTube and on Twitch. If you're not following me on my other platforms, please do so. Look down in the description below and you'll be able to find my Twitch platform, TikTok over there. I was doing a live stream last night on TikTok, which is not available on any of my other platforms except for TikTok. So definitely check out all of the different platforms. I greatly appreciate it for different types of content. As usual, coming into YouTube, please make sure you are subscribed, smash that like button, all that good stuff. And if you are checking out this video through Twitch, definitely make sure you are following me so you also get those notifications. Ring those notifications, by the way, for both platforms if you're not already. All right, let me pull up the chat for Twitch. Give me 1 second. All right, I got chat pop up. So yeah, today we're going to talk about proper decoding, not decoding by me, because I think I am so off. I have no idea what's going on with Roaring Kitty, why he does what he does. I just think that definitely other folks out there have a much better explanation as to why he's doing what he's doing. So we're going to look over that thesis that's all over Reddit. If you haven't seen it, we're going to go through it together. But if you have seen it, let me know, like whether you believe in it or you think that this is just people kind of trying to make something out of nothing. Hi there, Patrick. Yes, thanks for reminding me. Yes, it's Friday. I don't really even feel it because, again, if you guys know me, like I'm always working. So I don't really feel like there's a huge difference between my Fridays and my Saturdays and my Sundays. However, I am sad because there is not going to be a market to check out tomorrow and Sunday. But Sunday night's always exciting. It's always good. All right, am I doing this right? Sorry, I'm just really video producer. It was so much easier. I'm trying to get into my chat. Back to Twitch. Okay. Okay, it's not what I want. Sorry, let me just figure this out. Channel, yes. Oh, hi there, Nicole. Welcome. Thank you, Nicole, for joining me on Twitch. I'm just trying to figure out how to make this. Okay. Okay, I think I might have it. Nope. All right, that's fine. That's fine. All right, no more moving. All right, I have both the chats up finally. All right, here we go. So I made no money in the market today, only down. FFIE, definitely full regrets on not selling it. Once again, when I told you guys that I was like, I have a feeling that we might not go all the way up to $3, $2 anytime soon. I was obviously hoping for $2. So now looking back, I really honestly should have sold FFIE in the green. It was only up like a couple $100. And if anything, buy it back right now because FFIE only went up to around like, I think it was 69 cents. And that's when GameStop also went up to like, I think 26.69. Also still in the red for me. And today, actually, FFIE early in the morning around 5 a.m. PST, it was at 62 cents. And then now it dropped all the way down to 48 cents, still dropping after hours, down a whopping 15% and still moving downwards. So, yeah, that's a little upsetting for me because although I told you guys that if it does drop, if it goes down to 30 cents, I'll actually be celebrating because then I'll be happy to add on to it. Except if this was just like a dead cat bounce, then I will be pouring more money into this ditch. So we'll see. We'll see if I have the guts to do what I said, which is if this thing drops back down to 30 cents, then I'll add in. Not too much, again, just money that I'm willing to lose because I already told you guys that FFIE was a total YOLO from the beginning anyways. Lucid also made a mistake on that one because Like I told you guys, when Lucid moved up with the sympathy rally on Rivian, what was it this week? Was it this week? Yeah, I think it was this week. Let me pull out. Yes. So when Lucid was up this week, or when it was it, yeah, it was this week, right? Sorry, my days are all mixed up. But it moved up on the sympathy rally. I did not sell it. And now we're back down again and I'm in the red. AMC today, strangely, was up. It went to $5. I don't know if any of you guys are also on AMC, but AMC was at $5. It was up 3.77%, currently still just at $4.89. And we moved down about 1.41%. My AMC calls were very strange because in the morning when I woke up, I saw that my AMC call options expiring 2026 was up by like barely anything, but I've been in the red for a while and my call options were actually in the green for about $100. And then now it's down by a lot, which is really weird to me. I don't know how that, honestly, like I do option trades, but I don't really know the calculations within it when it moves around. I guess it just depends on the demand, but it's really weird to me that I thought today, if anything, my call options would be printing more. But no, it's actually down more than it was in the morning, even though today we're having a good day for AMC. So anyways, very confused over there, but my call options are for 2026 for AMC. Obviously, I'm a believer. I believed in AMC since before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and kind of just bought in and out. With GameStop, okay, so we're going to talk about the decoding that's out there on Reddit. But with GameStop, honestly, I'm really proud of it because it's been a while. It's been a while, and this thing is still staying strong above $24. Like the lowest we dipped to was around $22. And the fact is, we are still at $24.79. Like that's pretty crazy. And this morning around 9 a.m., we actually moved up to $26. $26.17 though, which is not nearly as good as yesterday when he made that dog meme tweet. And it's crazy now because I was just watching the news and people are now calling, like, this is Bloomberg. I forget which lady, like she works for, I think, some type of hedge fund or whatever. And they were talking about their trades. And this one lady was saying to like CNBC that I guess her company has money in Chewy, but then they were calling Chewy a meme stock. So I don't really agree with that. I don't think any part of me feels like Chewy is truly a game, like a GameStop level thing. Like I know, okay, Chewy was founded by Ryan Cohen and it was sold to PetSmart back in like 2017 for over $3 billion and whatnot. And yes, it's just like the only thing about Chewy, honestly, to me is that, okay, it's tied to Ryan Cohen, who is tied to GameStop. But I don't think just because Roaring Kitty tweeted an image of a dog, which honestly could mean anything. I mean, he could mean Doge for all we know. And really right now, the internet's just ripping it apart and saying it's something else. Actually, they're not even saying that it's necessarily Chewy. I'll tell you guys what I saw on Reddit, and we're going to go through the actual decoding of it, which I think is gaining like the most popularity because that one has like the most hopium. I feel like people tend to gear towards whatever, decoding of memes or decoding of Roaring Kitty's tweets or what he means with whatever is most bullish for the stock, right? Like nobody wants to decode something and be like, oh yeah, but he means that he's actually going to get out of GameStop. Like nobody wants to see that. So, and nobody wants to talk about it, even though I feel like in the back of your mind, you should be prepared that eventually, I mean, Roaring Kitty's still a human being. Like he is going to have to sell at some point in time. Nobody wants to talk about when he wants to sell or if he ever wants to get out, but I definitely won't be too shocked if it could be this year or next year. Just either way, sometime within the next like 3 to 5 year horizon. I don't think this guy is going to hold down the fort per se, because that's not smart. That's not the point of making money. That's not the point of being a trader. The point is still to get tendies and make money at the end of the day. So that's just my 2 cents on it. I definitely feel like he's going to sell eventually, obviously, even though nobody's really talking about that. And I also feel like even though people believe that his posts on super stonks on Reddit, like all of his updates means those are the positions that he has. Not saying that I'm against that. I think, yeah, those are the positions that he has that he's showing you, but that doesn't mean he doesn't do other trades that you're not seeing. So you're not seeing possibly other call options that he may have, shares he may have, maybe right before he did the Chewy, right before he did the dog meme, which doesn't mean anything. Okay, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a dog meme. Maybe right before he did the dog meme post, maybe he had some Chewy. Maybe he was just lucky, right? So all of those things, I feel like some folks just it kind of create this narrative in their head like, okay, Roaring Kitty's like updating us on every little thing that he does. No, he does not have to. He absolutely does not have to. And by the way, for those of you folks, I know it's going to get there soon because I see it. I see the terrible quality. So for those of you guys that are not happy with the quality here on YouTube, until I update my Wi-Fi or whatever, you could definitely move over to Twitch. And I thank you for that, for those of you guys that already moved over to Twitch, because the visibility is just much better there. I have both the chats open, so I will be responding to both the YouTube and the Twitch chat. I actually need more folks to be chatting on Twitch because that really helps me out since I'm trying to become an affiliate. That might take some time though, but I have hit every other requirement besides the concurrent amount of chatters on my stream chats for Twitch. So I thank you for those of you guys that have already done so. And if you have not already, let me post my Twitch link into the YouTube chat for those of you guys that are not already following me and viewing this via Twitch. All right. So let's look at what the news is saying about GameStop first. Okay, right now, let's look at some stats. We got it's at 10.49 billion, which is very, very impressive. Considering the fact that it was at $10 and nobody wanted anything to do with it. So really 2x. Thank you, Nikau. Oh my God. They really have all types of stickers and emoji over there at Twitch, don't they? And I think we could do a better job over on the like section on YouTube. Thank you for those of you guys that are watching. If you enjoy my videos, guys, you just got to pump my videos. So then that way you can encourage me and incentivize me to continue to make these videos for you guys. As I said, always smash like button when you see my videos. I realized actually the other day, this video popped up for me for Instagram. I don't know if there's any folks that are also trying to do social media here, but a tip from the guy who created Instagram, apparently, he says that it's not just about likes and views anymore when you want to go viral on really any social media platform, but specifically on Instagram, because I know on Instagram is like really hard. I know I'm having a tough time on Instagram, I feel like, for like proper engagement. But apparently if you want really, really good engagement, and I guess you could always ask your friends and family to help out, is that you need comments like on YouTube. And I thank you guys, those of you guys that always comment on my YouTube videos. When you have videos, like specifically on Instagram, they say, and this is by the creator of Instagram, he said, not Mark Zuckerberg, because Instagram was bought out by Meta. But Instagram's creator says that if you want more engagement on your videos, it's not just about likes and the views, but you're actually going to have a lot of engagement in terms of like comments. So somebody comments on your video, you also want to reply back to that, also garnering you more comments. So comments are pretty important. Remember that. All right, now let's go back to GameStop. Sorry, I've like, sometimes my mind will just go off to random things. So I'll chat about that. Nikhil says it was only looked at as a meme stock because everyone thought it was a joke in the beginning, I bet. During COVID, it soared. Pet delivery rocks. Yeah. So also on this like I think it's CNBC. I guess CNBC and Bloomberg are mixed up all the time because I watch all of them, like a bunch of videos in the morning. But I also saw on the news today that they were saying basically, obviously, like, I didn't really buy. I was into like Caribbean cruise during like COVID phase and all that during the pandemic. I was buying a bunch of other things, but I don't think I ever really got into pet business. But they were saying that right now, a lot of, I guess, Gen Zs and I guess soon upcoming after Gen Z is like Gen Alpha, whatever. All these younger folks are basically getting more and more into animals. And then they're saying on the news, like, okay, because they're getting more into animals, that even though we're not back to those, pandemic highs when everything was pumping and booming in 2021, that, companies like Chewy and Petco can eventually move back up because of all the new folks that are coming in that are interested in animals. I feel like my 2 cents on that is maybe people, not just Gen Z, or possibly Gen Alpha in the future, because I think Gen Alpha is really young. But I think you're Gen Alpha if you're like 9 years old, right? But anyways, do your own DD, entertainment purposes only on my channel as usual. I have this theory where like more and more people, and even like Gen X or millennials, I was like Gen Millennial, even Gen X and millennials and possibly like boomers in the future, especially like a lot of boomers that their children might like have moved out of the house and all that. And they feel like that separation phase. That doesn't really go away. I feel like with like more loneliness in people, and the fact is that it's so expensive to have a child these days, that will prompt more people to have pets. honestly. That's what I feel like. It doesn't matter how old you are, but it's almost like if you cannot afford to have a baby, or you are an elderly that's at home without your children, also more chances for you to just end up going the animal route. And yeah, one can say, okay, well, in the future, we're going to have robots and it's going to be like a whole her situation. And then we don't maybe need like real life pets anymore because we're just going to be so focused on the robots. I don't agree with that. I feel like there is a certain level of connection that you get from like a real human being or a real animal that honestly you're just not going to get with like a robotic dog. As much as I want Elon Musk to make a Tesla branded Doge bot, as much as I want that, I don't think most people are gonna be happier with that compared to like a real animal. Although my 2 cents is like I love animals, but I'm too scared to have one because I'm not okay with like my lifespan likely being much longer than a dog's lifespan, which is like give or take like around 12 years or so. So anyways, that's me. But most people are okay with it. And I've known a lot of people who've, had animals, lost their animals, but ended up getting another one. And then, just still being very happy. So I personally feel like the pet business is definitely going to do well. I have no clue if that is what Roaring Kitty meant though, when he did the whole Chewy situation. But I think it was Unusual Whales on Twitter that had already posted that he saw or she saw, I don't know who's behind the post, but so basically Unusual Whales posted on X that there's a lot of trading volume for options for Chewy. So that could have been Roaring Kitty. I think now, especially after he posted the dog meme, people are like, okay, that definitely is him. He was on buying those call options, or who knows, maybe he has shares. So everyone's like just speculating all over the place. But he didn't actually just tweet that now, because apparently, well, with like his whole chain of memes, which honestly, I thought he spent like the last 3 years making those memes. And I didn't really think that those were like hidden little Easter eggs talking about the future. But apparently, I was completely off. And the sleuths of the internet are doing much better. There's a guy or gal, someone on Reddit on Superstonk. There's a post for Superstonk for Roaring Kitty tweet, and then a day ago, so yesterday, they tweeted all these memes, all these emojis that supposedly Roaring Kitty posted on X. I can try to find that tweet from Roaring Kitty. Honestly, it'll probably take me forever because he literally has like hundreds. But apparently he tweeted these emojis that people broke down on the internet. And it's like the first one is it, and like kind of what is that? Like the one with your cheeks are red. It's like the embarrassed emoji, and then a poop emoji, a crying cat emoji, a peanut emoji, and then you got a frog one, ice cream, barf, up, punch, skull, the one wearing a mask, the eyes looking to the left, the stars in the eyes, thunder, a console, a rocket. I don't know if that rocket, like I think people are mixing those days by I think it's like every 7-day interval. That's what people are speculating. So anyways, then you got the rocket, you got a mushroom, you got like the like boom emoji, a green apple, and then the guy going like with the eyebrow, like what the heck? And then a confused emoji, a purple heart emoji, a hug, this one emoji, a tent, a cat emoji, a target emoji, an eyes to the left emoji, which is like a repeat. And then it says you are here, meaning the dog emoji that he just did, because it's a dog emoji. And then after dog emoji is America flag. And then another eyes to the left. And then you have a fire emoji, a boom emoji. And then the last one is a cheers beer emoji. So here's the thing that people are saying on Reddit. They're saying that the dog emoji is where we are on the timeline of this, like, I guess, Roaring Kitty decoding situation, or what he's doing with GameStop. So we're apparently at the dog. But when he originally, I guess, tweeted or put it either in a video format or whatever, originally when you saw the dog, it didn't have green eyes, and it didn't have the green eyes looking to the right. So people are saying that because he tweeted that, you have to go back to all the emojis that he posted. And it just means that if the dog's looking towards the right, it means it's looking at the American flag, which means something's going to happen on July 4th. That is speculation. Okay. So no idea what will happen on July 4th, but supposedly something could happen on July 4th. But then it doesn't end there, because after July 4th, or if there is something on July 4th, then there's the eyes emoji again. So then one can now guess, okay, will he post maybe another meme that has eyeballs moving, like shifting whichever way? And then afterwards there's a fire emoji, which kind of scares me, because that just reminds me of like the Fire Elmo like the Fire Elmo meme, where it's like everything's going wrong. So that makes me wonder, is that going to happen? Nicole says, I have no idea what these mean. Exactly. I have no idea what they mean either. I mean, you guys can just search. You could search Roaring Kitty emojis, GameStop, Decoded, and then you're going to see all these emojis I'm talking about. And then afterwards we have the like the boom emoji, like the kapow emoji after the fire emoji, which I feel like maybe is that like the ultimate short squeeze maybe. And then at the very, very end, the last one is the cheers, the beer. And then people are speculating that's like, you know, when we go to the moon, that's when we're celebrating. I mean, one could hope, because if we're all decoding this and everyone knows about this, and you know that the hedge funds are also on Reddit at this point. I mean, they've been on Reddit since the whole entire 2021 GME debacle. So if the hedge funds also know about this, my question is, wouldn't the suits, or the suits that are against, because I feel like there's two types of suits now. There's the suits that are for GameStop, and then there's just the short sellers. So the short sellers are obviously against Roaring Kitty, and they don't want him to do well, right? They don't want anybody who's long on GameStop to do well, because that's the whole point of short selling. Okay, you want to buy it high, and then you want to you want to sell it high, and then you want to buy it back low, right? So that's the point. So they're not really happy with stocks going up. So I feel like if this is going viral, and if even I know about it, obviously there's some smart hedge fund person that also knows about this. So then wouldn't they do everything they can to then stop this entire decoding thing? And then I have to wonder, like, okay, well then if Roaring Kitty did this to kind of tell, if he is telling the people, if that's his goal, and not trying to tell the hedge funds this, well, unfortunately the hedge funds will still know about this. So it's like, well, the hedge funds actually allowed this celebratory, you know, beer thing in the end happen, or are they going to make sure that all of this is going to end? So one also has to question about that. But the other wild thing, I don't know how the heck people came up with this, but they're saying that it is a 7-day interval. So they're saying that we are here on the timeline where the dog is at. And then remember, there's still a flag, eyeballs, fire, and then the boom thing, and then the beer thing. So there's 5. By the way, a part of me just like left my body and then thought about how 20 years from now, I'm probably going to look back at this video, be like, what was I doing? Let's hope it all ends well. Okay. All of this will be worth it for myself if GameStop actually does go to the moon. Otherwise, I'm just going to look back at this video and realize this is why I lost a bunch of money. Anyways, so we go flag, eyeballs, fire, boom, beer. And people are saying that these 5 more emojis after the dog represents 7-day intervals. So we are actually 35 days away from this major celebratory moment. And if that's the case, and it was tweeted yesterday on June 27th. So let's see here. Or was it on the 27th? Hold on. Sorry. My days are all just jumbled up, so I have to double check. Roaring Kitty. Yes, 1 day ago. So today's the 28th. Yes, he did it 10 days after his June 17th post. So it's been 10 days since he posted. This dog meme is what we're talking about, folks. Okay. So it's June 27th, and then people are speculating it's going to be 35 days from that. So we're just going to count. Sorry, June 27th. So we got 28, 29, 30, 3 days. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 30, 35. So by August 1st, it'll be 35 days. It'll be 35 days from the time that he tweeted. Which makes me wonder, is it going to be August 1st that something happens, or August 2nd? But either way, I'm excited because, like I told you guys, there was a bunch of people that were speculating online that something's going to happen on August 8th, right? So then I was really excited about the date of August 8th. So if this whole like 7-day interval thing is correct or somewhat correct, and you multiply the 7-day interval by the 5 emojis, and then the celebratory moment is actually going to be in August. I don't care if it's August 1st or August 2nd. I'm really, really excited because I told you guys I sold cover calls that are expiring July 26th. Okay. So I actually would like GameStop to, in the perfect world for me, be under like $50. Okay. Be under $50 for the duration of July, or like until July 26th when my cover calls expire. And then it can just go to the moon. That's all I want. That's literally it. So I'm actually hoping that that's what happens with GameStop personally. But let me know what you guys think about this entire situation. Yeah, I know it's really crazy. I feel like it's crazy, but that also feels like something to it, because why would anybody waste that much time making all those videos and all those memes if it meant absolutely nothing? So I think the whole looking towards July 4th thing is probably good, but I'm a little bit scared now because July 4th, I do not want it to go to like $69. Okay. I do not want GameStop to go to like to the moon. If it does, I'll still make money because obviously like my sell cover calls are just going to execute. And then I'm going to have to sell my shares, which I'm also okay with. But I feel like if it literally goes to like past 60 and flies to like, I don't know, $120, because there's people buying call options for like $120 like every other day, I'll be pretty upset with myself. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me know. We're going to do a little poll here. Okay, sorry. Let me read some of your comments. Hi there, CryptoLink. Welcome, Stephen Berry. Haven't sold GME since my last buyback, Stephen says. Hang in there. Wait. I think we must wait a lot of time. This stock will trade between $16 to $26 for months. Maybe November. Bruno and Canto came out in November. Oh. So you're saying that because his meme, oh my God, his meme with the Bruno guy, is that from the movie Disney Encanto? Is that what it is? Because yesterday, you know what I did? Because I never watched this movie. I went on my Disney Plus and then I typed in Bruno and then nothing popped up. But I did see Disney Encanto. Is it Enchanto or Encanto? I don't know. But I want to watch that because I just want to see it. Like Disney needs to thank Roaring Kitty because I was never going to watch it. It's not just a dog meme. He posted a Missy Elliott with 35 emojis, and we are on emoji 31. Yes. Okay, so yes, it was a video. I've seen other people interpret it too. It's a video that he posted. Fine, I'll go find it. It's a video that he posted on X, which I did not really care for. I was like, okay, it's just another video. Like, I don't know how to break this apart. Like, he has so many movie clips that he edited. Some of them are really well edited. Some of them are just like whatever. We have SNL clips. Like, they're funny, don't get me wrong, but I didn't really think that it was like, yeah, telling us about the future, like what he's gonna do. Okay, sorry guys, my Wi-Fi is not good enough for me to scroll back. But anyways, there is a Missy Elliott video, yes, where he, on the bottom of the Missy Elliott video, he posted all those emojis, which I just went on the Reddit post and told you guys about. People are breaking it down. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that he didn't do that for no reason. But then I also feel like things change that he's not prepared for. Like, I'm not sure if he actually prepared for the fact that, you know, GameStop, Ryan Cohen was going to release those earnings, which weren't that great, before he did anything and sold his call options. So it's like, yeah, we can trust in the tweets that he did, but at the same time, will his tweets actually come true in the exact way that he wants to? That's something you have to decide for yourself if you're in GameStop. For me, I am hoping for the best, like that his calculations are great and that he's celebrating, we're celebrating, whoever's in GameStop or Chewy at this point, I don't care, that people are making money and that things are going up from now until July, until August, right? That's in a perfect world. But I'm also for, preparing for the worst. So I told myself from the very get-go that this is a momentum trade. So when we get a lot of crazy momentum next time, I'm definitely out. Like, I'm good. I don't think I'm going to be rolling out sell cover call options and whatnot until like 2027. Don't plan on doing that. People also say Roaring Kitty will get in on shareholder meeting. I'm not sure about that because, again, it depends on how much he cares about his freedom. And he also has kids to take care of. Like, that's also more on his plate than just, trading and posting memes and spending more time with his family. So I'm not really sure if he's going to join the board later on. I mean, I think it's just pretty boss that he has a lot of shares. But does he really have to join, though? And there's this other, saying where, Ryan Cohen it may not be a good look for the company if somebody like Roaring Kitty, which, you know, everything he touches, people call a meme. It may not be the best business move as well for somebody like Roaring Kitty to be joining Ryan Cohen's team, because there's a sense of like keeping composure and being very serious in the business world versus what he's doing. And I'm not saying I have a problem with what Roaring Kitty's doing, but it's just our society generally is not very okay with somebody with a bunch of bandages doing live streams, constantly being questioned by the media, of course, if he's doing anything wrong with the SEC. Again, I don't got a problem with it, but I feel like image wise, I don't think Ryan Cohen, as who he is going to be including Roaring Kitty anytime soon on the board. Hollow pump today. Hi there, happy go lucky. I seen it go from 8 cents to $68 twice now. Okay, I do not know what Hollow is. That a crypto? Remember you from 2021? Are you still a Dogecoin millionaire? Do you think Doge will go back up again? So no, I am not a Dogecoin millionaire, as in I never was, because I only had my account went to 2.3 to 2.6 million, not just on Dogecoin, but on everything else at the moment, because tech stocks were up and Ethereum was up. Every single crypto I had was up. So with everything doing its all-time best in 2021, especially Dogecoin, that's why my portfolio was in the $1 million status. Unfortunately, I was an idiot and I did not sell. So no, I'm not a millionaire. I'm trying to get back there though. I'm close. Microcloud, hologram, but for all of you other folks that are not millionaires, tap that like button for your fellow non-millionaire trying to be one. Little X needs to debate Biden. Oh my God, the debate was hilarious. I'm seeing so many posts on TikTok now of just like people finding the debate. Just, it's like just two guys being in high school or being catty like girls. It was hilarious. No worries. You'll get it. Again, you're super smart and talented. You're too nice. But yeah, I'm gonna work my way there. No matter what it takes. It might be like, I like to tell myself I like to be positive and a little delulu. So I like to tell myself I'm either going to become a millionaire through stock trading, crypto trading, or honestly, my e-commerce business, because I've been working on that very hard too, which is when I'm done chatting with you guys in a bit, I'm going to leave the chat on, but I'm going to be focusing on my listings, which is how, you know, I make my bread and butter these days. I don't spend the money that I'm trading with. Like, I try not to. I haven't really over the years at all. I just leave it in there and I keep trading with it. The money that I make on my side hustles is how I feed myself. So huge thanks to those of you guys that support me and community members on my live streams. You know, you contribute. I know it's not a ton of money that I charge, but every little bit counts for everybody that supports me on my different paid subscriptions and whatnot. So appreciate you guys. Diamond handing is BS. Yeah, absolutely agree, Nikal. I'm not a diamond hander anymore. I'm more about making money, getting out on time, and that's pretty much the gist of it. Hi there, DJ Lorblock. Welcome to the stream. All right, let's look at what's going on today. FFI, I already told you guys, doing bad, which is funny because AMC is surprisingly outperforming GameStop for what I'm seeing. Let's check out Nvidia, my new favorite thing. Ooh, Rivian, no. Rivian's disappointing, man. It dropped to down 7% today to 1340. Even with the positive news of the Volkswagen investment. Just, I'm still bullish on it, though. I'm hoping for a V-shaped recovery. I don't know if it could ever get back to the likes of 2021, $129, but I'll give it time. I'm going to long-term give Rivian some time to recover just a little bit more than they did recently. I mean, it's sad. It didn't even hit $20. Start to come down. Okay, let's look at some of our other blue chip stocks. Crypto down again, honestly. That's why I was happy that Dogecoin was up a little bit, but it didn't last. Shiba Inu also down. Uniswap. Oh my God, I feel like Uniswap, everything crypto just drops more than before, huh? Wow, that's terrible. Okay, Nasdaq is up today. We got the S&P 500 dropped a little bit. Chewy, after all this whirlwind, is down. So it was a $29 pre-market, drop back down to the lows of $25.87. And then now we're at $27, but it's down 6% today. Ouch. So I don't know. There's a whole group of people that are like Team Roaring Kitty that are now going to rally this thing up. I mean, do I think that Chewy has what it takes to possibly 2x, 3x in the future? Yes, but I don't know if it'll be off of this entire meme cycle. But who knows? Maybe there's like a bunch of whales that are now going to play on Chewy just because we got all that momentum recently. Like everyone keeps talking about the dog meme when they're, now talking about Roaring Kitty. Tesla still under $200, but we are up today. Oracle's up. UPS is up. What else we got? Amazon down. Apple down. Nvidia. Nice. Okay. Nvidia is also down, but still above $120, which I think is not bad at all considering where it came from. Happy Go Lucky says, I want to get back in Doge again, but I don't know if it's going to 10 cents before. I don't know. I wouldn't be too worried about if it doesn't go to 10 cents or not, because we're on a drop right now, and it's not even July. And again, I always tell people you can look at the chart for Ethereum. 2021 in July, we were under $3,000 before popping back up to $4,800, new all-time high at the time, and the only all-time high that Ethereum ever had back in 2021 of November, when Bitcoin at the same time got to $69,000. So it could happen. It could very well happen that we do a very massive drop. And I think that's the part of me that is like making sure that I'm a little more reserved. Just because, yeah, I'm preparing for it. It could very well happen. So I'm a little bit Tesla to 10x within 10 years. I think that's Kathy Wood's prediction. Hers is to not even 10 years. She thinks that Tesla is going to be in a bear case scenario 10x by 2029. And in a bullish scenario, get to like $2,600. That's a lot more than 10x because it's not even $200. If it was $200 and a 10x, it would be $2,000. So yeah, Kathy Wood is really bullish. I mean, I don't think ARK Invest is doing that well, because that's why like a bunch of people are making fun of Tesla, just like in the finance sphere, because they're like, oh, like all of her bets are no longer doing well after the pandemic. I think she's a smart lady. I'm not invested in ARK just because I don't really believe in the ETFs and whatnot. I believe in creating like my own ETF. If I'm going to invest, like I'll just buy a whole bunch of like 100 different stocks of my choosing instead of going with what another manager chose, as smart as I think she is. So yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents. But today I posted it on X. If you're not already following me, please do so. I post, and by the way, for you guys on YouTube, I see the people in here. Can we do a little bit better on the likes? Thank you very much. Smashing that like button really helps with the algorithm. I know you guys hear it all the time, but tap the like button. Thank you. It really, really helps with the channel, and that way it will keep me doing live streams longer for many more years to come. Appreciate it. But yeah, on my X, if you're not already following me, it's just Living with Lucy. And I posted this CNBC. It was like a screenshot that I got on the Cisco bubble and burst. So we've been hearing like on the news all about Nvidia, obviously that it's a new tech darling, and it's basically an index in its own because it's like over $3 trillion, right? But the Cisco bubble, a lot of people are comparing Cisco with Nvidia, even though I guess the earnings, so price to earnings ratio is still not even close, is what people are comparing it at. I think it's called the forward price to earnings ratio for Cisco at the time was like X 130, and then the highest for Nvidia was like times 70. So I guess that's why people are saying that people that are pro Nvidia are like, oh no, it's not as crazy as Cisco was. However, I would like to argue it's pretty close, right? This is not a 130 versus 13x. If it's 130x versus 13x situation, then that's a 10x difference. So I would find that, okay, then you can't really compare. That's like apples and oranges. But about 130x to 70x, I think that can be pretty frothy to look at. But anyways, Cisco, this is my, if you're not following me on X, please do so. It's just Living with Lucy. Very simple. I tweet on there all the time. So definitely check that out. All right. So this is a Cisco chart from CNBC reported today, and it shows the .com era like post, like obviously Cisco, I think it started around like 1994-ish or whatnot. And then by the year 2000, it had hit like those crazy all-time highs, around like $80. And then it crashed to below $20. Yeah, below $20 in around 2021, 2022, 2023 level. And it slowly inched its way back up, but it's still well below $60 to this day, is what this chart shows. So see that? I think there could be a very wild similarity to Nvidia. Thank you, Nikal. I appreciate that. I appreciate people who like the way I think. I may not always be thinking exactly right. That's why I need you guys to let me know your opinions. I like to get different opinions on, you know, stocks, crypto, whatever it is, or even like the way that I'm dissecting this entire Roaring Kitty thing and then taking in what people on Reddit that I don't know, their opinions. I just like to read it all and then make my own decisions. It may be right sometimes, maybe wrong. That's why I'll never give you guys financial advice. All right, so we'll leave it at that. Nvidia, again, I don't think it's going to be like Cisco because I don't think we're going to hit exactly a .com bubble. But I think we are definitely undeniably in an AI bubble because yes, we can say that all these companies need the chips and there's not enough chips. And that's why Nvidia is making money like hand over fist because they don't even have enough chips to service everybody in the world. Therefore, they're servicing like the best of the best. But when the best of the best get their hands on a cheaper product, or when the best of the best create their own and do the entire vertical integration, which is kind of like the goal of every single company, right? Every single huge company like Apple to just cut costs and whatnot. Eventually, I feel like they will have a downfall. And just like everything eventually has a downfall, nothing stays on top forever. I don't think it's going to be Google, it's going to be Apple, it's going to be Microsoft. Like eventually something else will come along. Just like for a second there, Nvidia was the largest company in the world, right? It beat out Apple, it beat out Microsoft, beat out everything. So, and that only lasted for a second. And just like that can happen, and then Apple can come back up. Any of these companies could eventually be beat out by another company. Who knows? Maybe Tesla will become the largest company in the world one day. Possibly, or an entirely new company that nobody knows about. So anything could happen in life. And I just think that when you are number one, that's when things get a little bit shaky. And the people who don't realize it and the folks who are just like, you know, closing their eyes and throwing their money into Nvidia, that's when it gets really dangerous because it's almost like you're optimistic to the point where you're not realizing history has a way of repeating itself over and over again. But anyways, guys, I'm on both Twitch and on YouTube. I'm just going to leave the chat on as I'm doing my work. I'll pop in and out to check the chat, but you guys can enjoy yourself while I grab a drink because it's so hot.
Everything I want, give me in the lights. My soul is free. From whispers to a roar, I crave it all and more. Throw back the shade. I am remade.
I'm opening another one of these. Last time I asked you guys to pick, and you chose the watermelon one, which, but yeah, this brand is new to me. I've never had it before. Tapachi, I guess. I don't think Tapachi, the brand, is a type of drink, like fermented taste of Mexico pineapple chili. So I'm gonna be having some of this. It's so good because it's so hot. But yeah, I'm gonna be pouring this into ice. Ice has literally become the most important thing in my household. Like I literally every second I make backup ice. I kind of wish that I did that with money. Just every second make backup money. Yeah, got my trusty giant. Don't you love these? Like I got these like before the pandemic at like dollar stores. Back when things were actually like $1. It's really good. I don't know if you can get this for $1 anymore, but I use it all the time for coffee and like cold drinks.
Everything I want, give me in the lights. My soul is free.
And my magic 8 ball is always around, right there, for anybody that wants to ask a question to my magic 8 ball. More than welcome to. See, look how much ice I have. I wasn't kidding. It's like a whole bucket of ice, and then I have more ice. Like I'm just never, ever going to run out of ice at this point. The trick is when you take ice, you gotta make ice. There you go. Ready now to steal the show. Eyes on me, I spark the scene. A new woman just released. Into who I am. Get what I want, I'll take my stand. Everything I want, give me. In the lights, my soul is free. This is like my last little break before I start hardcore listing. The best thing about having an eBay account and all these different e-commerce accounts is knowing that in the morning you could check your phone and be like, either it's a really great day because you sold a lot, or it's like a mediocre day because it's not much. But there's almost always, when you have like thousands of listings, which is, you know, what I've been working on for the past year. When the more listings you have, the more shots you have. It's like the more money you have in the stock market, the more shots you have in order to make more money, right? I mean, hopefully, as long as you're not, you know, throwing your money with your eyes closed. Oh, this one smells better than the watermelon one. I don't know if from wherever you guys are watching, you could try this, but it smells pretty good. Oh, it says only 50 calories. It was so tiny, I didn't notice that. I like the pineapple one. Refreshing. Pineapple one's better than the watermelon chili one. Or the watermelon jalapeno. My brain was like gone. I like walked back to the fridge and it was like empty. I was gonna put it back in. I was like, what am I doing? All right. Trying to get, hi there, William. You're trying to get Chewy tonight? Oh, like you're literally going to buy some products for dogs? Nikal says, I came this close to buying a portable ice maker. Oh my God. Is it? I don't know. I don't really like portable ice makers because I just feel like the fridge just does a much better job. But I did sell a portable ice maker to a lady. I helped my SO sell his portable ice maker actually, because he bought one and he never uses it. And I was like, that's a waste. So I listed it and I met this lady up in person and I sold it to her and I was like, why do you need one? She's like, I noticed that your ice maker his ice maker was like, makes round ice. And then so she was saying how like she drinks whiskey and its round ones are, I guess, studies show that round ones hold the coldness longer. So I guess that's why she needed it. But I just don't think it's the best. I've never had maybe like a better one. I've never seen an portable ice maker that's like huge. His was like those smaller ones. And I'm like, you're not gonna make enough ice. You might as well just put it in the freezer. But I like the one that I have. You don't find it at the dollar store often, but I found it at the dollar store like many years ago. That plastic, it's like a whole tub, and then you put another tray on top of it. Just keep making it and refilling. I worked at Gardner when Cisco was killing it. Glad I'm out of that horror show of a corporate clan. Hated it. Oh wow. Okay, I don't know anybody who worked at those companies, but I'm surprised that Cisco is still, I guess, doing okay. Because people kept comparing Cisco to Nvidia, like in the news at one point before I checked out Cisco's stock price, and I was like, oh, it sounds like one of those tech companies that completely got wrecked during the .com bubble and then never came back up. But it's not doing that bad. It could have been a lot worse. I feel like a lot of companies like just fully went bankrupt, right? At least that's what I hear on the news. So at least it didn't go, bankrupt. That would be a lot worse. Oh, I don't know that Wiz Khalifa song. Sorry. I wish YouTube would let me play it. Honestly, I think like if YouTube wants more viewership, they just have to get the copyright that they already have for the short videos, and then move it towards like live streams. I think that would be much better. Anyways, I'm around. I'm just gonna, you guys can just kick it as I am going to do my listings. But I'll be right here. Hearts beating in the tune. We'll dance till we hit. And again, guys, if you want to see my GME and my Doge chart up, along with listening to some background music on Twitch, go ahead and check out my Twitch link down in the description below. And check out this exact same stream over there. The moon. Give a face and let it take control. Swoon. Running round until the night is through. I wanna dance, twinkle in the sky. Groovy bass will take us high. Swing along and lose the trace in the magic of this place. Hands up, feel the rush as the beats start to crush. Melodies in every part, dancing with an open heart. I wanna dance until yes, Twitch is Ultra HD. Almost a little too HD for me, to be honest. Oh, you're making tacos, Nicole? Nice. I had breakfast already. I ate the dumplings that I made last night. That video I was live streaming on TikTok. So for those of you guys that want to watch my random dance videos or dumpling everyday life videos, sometimes I go on TikTok, and that's only on TikTok. Link down below. Around until the night is through. I wanna. Feet tapping the ground, lost in that electric sound. Grass swinging loud and clear. Feel the groove, it's everywhere. Bouncy sense in the air. Rhythms taking us somewhere. Hearts beating in the tune. We'll dance till we hit the moon. I wanna dance until we hit the moon. Feel the bass and let it take control. Swoon. Round and round until the night is through. I wanna dance until we hit the moon. I'm gonna ask you guys, do you think GME rally will hit past 120 by August 1 to 2? Which is, if you believe in the entire emoji analysis that's all over on Reddit, and a lot of folks believe in. Again, not saying that I fully believe in it. It's just hope and not financial advice. So let me know if you think something could happen at the Beers Cheers moment, which is supposedly August 1 to 2. Nicole, what type of tacos are you making? Are you making fish tacos? Beef tacos? Because my favorite tacos right now is the place that I went to in Florida. I don't know what to call it, the right name for it, but I love this taco with like this dip. And then it's like so much crispy cheese in it. It's so good. It's mostly the dip that makes it really, really good. Let's see what's going on in the rest of the market. Let's look at crypto. CoinMarketCap.com. Okay, so fear and greed index just continues to move towards fear. We're at 46 right now. So almost leaving that yellow mark, getting towards orange. I have a feeling that we're going to get towards orange by like July. Like Bitcoin doesn't look like it's going to hodl past 60 grand for long. Dogecoin at 12.2 cents today. Down, down, down. Where's Solana? Solana was doing really good yesterday. And today it's also down 24 hours, 6%. Yeah, crypto's just kind of scary right now. Steak. You wish it was fish taco, but steak sounds more expensive. I've never properly made tacos by myself, but my friends have made tacos and I just enjoy when they make it. But I think it's fun. I think it's fun to make tacos. I should do a taco night. I want to do a taco night, and I also want to do like one of those Vietnamese like rolls nights. Because again, I've had it with friends where they prepare it and they do all the work. Like I never really set that up. I'm good with like just making, like if you ask me to make noodles or like a dish, I'll just like make dishes, soups. I don't really do the whole like the setup situation like tacos and you have to like make it on the spot. But the Vietnamese rolls are really fun to make where you have like the crispy, not crispy, but it's like the dry rice stuff, and then you put it in hot water, and then you put like the shrimp and the vegetables and all that stuff in there. 3 beers in, so cheers with my fermented pineapple drink. Everything tastes good when you're 3 beers in. On the floor, bouncing simply adore. Flying higher, wanting more. Take me to the moon. Basking in your lights, shimmer in the night. We'll be alright. To the moon, take flight. Take me to the moon with you. Every step, every move. Take me to the moon with you. Groovy beats, we improve. Bask in neon lights, shimmer in the night. We'll be alright. To the moon, take flight. Take me to the moon with you. Every step, every move. Take me to the moon with you. Groovy beats, we moonlight glows so bright, dreams come alive at night, swinging under starry skies. Take me to the moon. Wow, everybody's so negative on the whole entire. I don't know, man. I kind of believe in it. Like, I believe in it 70%. Because I'm like, why would anybody spend so much time? I believe that he meant something by a 70%. But do I think everything will succeed in the exact way that he meant it to? 50%. I think it's a shot in the dark. But time will tell, folks.
Feet tap on the floor, bouncing since we adore, flying higher, wanting more. Take me to the moon. Bask in neon lights, shimmer in the night. We'll be alright till the moon take flight. Take me to the moon with you. Every step, every move. Take me to the moon with you. Groovy beats, we improve. Bask in neon light, shimmer in the night. We'll be alright.
Wow, a lot of stocks did not perform well right now. But I don't know, I feel like certain things are gonna drop by a lot. But I feel like, let's say if Nvidia does drop, or a lot of blue chip stocks drop, that also will disperse a lot of money into these companies that are waiting for that V-shaped recovery. That's what I feel like. Like it'll have an opportunity for other companies. But not bad that Tesla is holding up.
You like to take, but you never give. Always on the move, never start to live. You play your game, always on the run.
Yeah, Tesla still looks good. I just can't justify buying it right now since I sold it after buying at 169, but I think it'll surpass $400 eventually. Maybe not $1,000 right away. But Kathy Wood believes it. Yes, I don't know what. I don't know, man. I don't think there's no part of me that thinks I'm popular on the internet account. I just make my videos, and then whoever watches it, watches it. But my goal, and I wouldn't even think I'm popular then, would be 100,000 subscribers. But that's very, very hard. I'd be happy with 100,000 subscribers or 100,000 followers on TikTok or Instagram. But mainly, I think I always wanted it for YouTube because 100,000 subscribers is the mark you need in order to. I have a friend that works at Google, and she told me that for Spruce Goose, like that location where you have like the YouTube studio, you can go in there and like film your videos, but you have to have like I think at least 100,000. She told me this like a few years ago, so I'm not sure if that's still true. But I would love to walk in there and say I have 100,000 followers, and therefore I want to use their facility. Just keep swimming. I mean, I'm doing it. I'll keep trying. It's like basically lottery at this point for me. You're a shiny trouble looking for a thrill. But when it's time to pay, you vanish like a chill. Take, never give. You just take, that's your gig. That's your gig. You like to take, but you never give. Always on the move, never stop to live. You play your game, always on the run. Collecting hearts, but never having fun. Take, never give. You just take, never live. With your sweet recipe and your bouncy scent treat.
help a groove to your groovy bass feet. You're shiny trouble looking for a thrill, but when it's time to pay, you vanish like a chill.
Follow back on X. So I can't follow everybody that follows me because I literally can't. You have a certain limit, so I feel bad because I follow some people and I don't. But I'll randomly follow people here and there, like either my followers but mostly I go X when I follow people. It's like people that I'm looking at the news from. So I feel like I limit the amount because I don't want to see random stuff on my page.
You're a shiny trouble looking for a thrill, but when it's time to pay, you vanish like a chill. Take, never give. You just take, that's your gift. That's your gift. You play your game, always on the run, collecting hearts, but never having fun. Just take, that's your game. That's your game. That's your game. We got my diamond hands, let's go to the moon, dancing through the night, underneath the groove, swinging with the brass, moving feet so fast, bubble gum and bouncing, let's make this moment last. Hands, let's go to the moon, we fly, catching tunes, we flow under the starry sky. Groovy bassline hums, sexy vocals, pretty, lost in bouncy sins. Don't need the city sky. Sparkle in your eyes, riding on this beat. Electro swinging high, let's light up the street. Diamond hands, let's go to the moon, we fly, catching tunes, we flow under the starry sky. Sparkle in your eyes, riding on this beat. Electro swinging high, let's light up the street. Diamond hands, let's go to the moon, we fly, catching tunes, we flow under the starry sky. Got my diamond to the moon, dancing through the night, the groove, swinging with the brass, moving feet so fast, bubble gum and bouncing, let's make this moment last. Let's go to the moon. baseline hums, sexy vocals, pretty.
Yeah, I don't know who's watching right now, but just PSA for those that say the quality for YouTube is really bad, you guys can join forces and upgrade my quality here on YouTube if you can help me get to my affiliate program on Twitch. So I'm gonna need like at least 5 of you guys to consistently comment, do what you do here, but on Twitch. So when I get that, then I will go ahead and upgrade my streaming service to do better and make it more clear. Okay, guys? Just so letting you guys know, I'm going to go for now. Take care, smash the like button, and I'll see you when I see you.